What?
What?
What the hell is this?
Harumph. I didn't get a harumph out of that guy.
Give the governor harumph.
Harumph!
You watch your ass.
I see you shiver with anticipation.
Let the show begin.
Hey everybody, this is David Heretic coming at you with another edition of Reactions, Reviews, and Rants. And tonight... Okay, making their debut on the channel tonight, we have Null Positiv. Yes, indeed. How about that? Null Positiv making their debut on the channel. Before we go any further, for those of you who are feeling inclined to do all the clicks and the likes and the bibbity boobity bop, do me a favor. Before you do all those clicks and likes, please watch the whole video first, okay? Give me a chance to earn those clicks and likes. Now, after the video's done, if you still feel like doing all those clicks and likes, then by all means, feel free to click away. This comes as a request from Malibu and Music to See Concert Photography. They both want to see me react to the song by Null Positiv, and I'm probably going to butcher this, but I'm going to give it my best shot. Rauch Ist Auch Feuer. Now, have I heard the song before? No, I have not. To the best of my knowledge, this does not resonate with me in any way, shape, or form. However, there's always a possibility I may have heard the song in passing and I just don't realize it. So as always, if I start listening to the song and I suddenly go, wait a second, I recognize this song, I'll let you know.
That's the truth.
You know me, I'm gonna be honest with you guys. This was posted by Null Positiv, okay? And the video has 616,641 views. It'll get you there. Other than that, there's really nothing else left to say. Link to the original video will be down below in the video description for your viewing pleasure at your leisure. Let's get started. What do you say? Ready? Are you ready? Because here we go. All right, here we go. Null Positiv. I'm gonna try again. Rauch Ist Auch Feuer. Official video. Wah, wah, wah.
Damn it.
Whenever we have that word official pop up, it doesn't matter if it says official video, official audio, official live video, official music video, official lyric video, whatever the word might be. If the word official appears and it's coming off the band's official page or the record label's official page, the chances, the odds of the video getting blocked are going to be higher. I'm not saying the video is going to get blocked for sure. I don't know. But all I'm saying is the odds, the chances that the video is going to get blocked are going to be slightly higher. So please keep that in mind. If it does get blocked, there's really nothing I can do about it, guys. Sorry. All right, let's do this.
All right, boy, let's do this.
Classical guitar style, nice.
Jetzt liegst du hier im Regen, der die Wunden wäscht und spült. Doch du kannst dich nicht bewegen, wenn du den Schmerz auch nicht mehr spürst. Und du weißt, es ist geschehen. du hast es nicht gekonnt.
Oh, it sounds like we're about to kick in there a little bit. Okay, I was just about to say something about that. Glad I heard that little lead in from the guitar. So now I'm not gonna put my foot in my mouth. Yeah, make myself look like a fool. I don't need any help with that. I make myself look like a fool just fine. I don't need your help. I can do it on my own. God.
That's the truth.
A little slower pace than I'm used to. It's pretty though. That classical guitar style of playing on the acoustic, really nice. That finger picking style of playing. It's very appropriate here. In conjunction with the piano playing. If the piano was not there, I would say we would need him to do a little more strumming, obviously, or have a second guitar player that would do the strumming while the other guitar player does the finger picking. But the piano takes care of it, so no problems there. The bass is coming through clear as day on this. Oh my God, I love it. I love hearing that bass. Sounds like he's picking. We're getting a very percussive attack, and I can actually hear the pick scraping on the string. I love these. Good Lord, you can hear everything with these. I can actually hear the pick scraping on those strings. So he's playing with a pick. Interesting. You would think with something a little softer and a little more reserved and a little bit slower, you would think the bass player might want to think about switching to finger style rather than picking. But I mean, it works. It sounds good. I wonder maybe if he had switched to fingering, maybe it might have sounded a little mellower, a little warmer sounding, a little fuller sounding too. But as it is, he's picking, getting that very hard percussive attack, very bright sounding too. Really kind of got the highs turned up on there, which is interesting. Drumming, subdued, very typical for this style of song. It fits. Her vocals, not at all what I was expecting. I was expecting a little bit of a higher register, if I'm being honest. And I'm not saying that to be sexist. I'm just saying that because typically when you see female vocalists, typically, not always, but typically, they're usually up in a higher register. So it was a nice surprise hearing her being down that lower register. And to be honest with you, I was thinking about it. What if she sang this an octave higher? Or even, what if she sang on the fifths? You know, go up to the fifth and sang. I don't think it would have sounded as good. I think down the lower register is definitely the right call for this style of song and the feel of the song. I think it's definitely the right way to go. Let's keep going. Let's see where this goes. I heard that guitar come in right with that little pickup, so I have a feeling that we're about to turn things up here.
Doch du hast es nicht gekonnt. Denn wo Rauch ist, ist auch Feuer. Und wo Feuer brennt, ist Tod. Dort wird Blut in Strömen fließen. Und die Erde färbt sich rot. Und wo Blut getränkte Erde brennt, kehren viele nicht mehr heim. Und die noch geblieben sind, können nie mehr glücklich sein. Deine Knochen sind zerschmettert, doch dein Geist ruht still und klar. Im Echo ferner Siegesschreie, dein müdes Herz nimmt sie nicht wahr. Denn du weißt, es wird geschehen.
pre-chorus is going to come next. Okay, after hearing the second run-through of verse, pre-chorus, and chorus, now I can see where the phrasing is. If I'm being honest here, I feel like the pre-chorus, okay. I'm not the biggest fan of long pre-choruses, and this pre-chorus is long. Having said that, though, I may not necessarily like it, but I see the need for it. I see why it needs to be that long. Number one, the song's at a slower tempo, so naturally everything is going to be longer. That's just going to happen. You know, taking 8 measures at 70 beats per minute versus taking those same 8 measures at 170 beats per measure, it's going to be a huge difference. So, you know, there's that. But more than that, for the purpose of theming, I feel like the pre-chorus needs to be as long as it is. Me personally, like I said, on a personal level, I would have liked to have seen that done in half, you know, but I see the reasoning. I do see the reasoning. It makes perfect sense. I'm not holding it against them. They made the right call. I just don't necessarily like it, but it is the right call to make. I like the growth that she's showing within her vocals. In the verse, her vocals are a little more subdued, a little softer, at times a little breathy for effect. When she goes into the pre-chorus, you can hear the growing in strength, and then when they hit into the chorus, you can hear the plateau of the vocals as where she's really gonna take it as far as maxing out. That's good. I like it when vocalists are able to do that. I like it when vocalists are able to, for lack of a better word, they're able to show off their ability to sing dynamically. And I like that. I really dig that. Not just that, but also her range increased, power increased, projection increased, the whole thing. Everything just got stronger and higher and better. So it's good to see that. It's definitely good to see that. I stand by what I said about the bass player. I like the picking in the chorus. I like it's definitely needed in the chorus. You want to hear that percussive attack in the chorus. And even in the pre-chorus, it makes sense. It makes sense. The pre-chorus, you could go either way, fingering or picking. Either one will work. I think the picking is the right way to go. I really wish he had been fingering the strings in the verses, though. It would have been a little warmer, a little more fitting for what's going on with the guitar and with the piano. But then again, maybe they want that. Maybe they want that percussive attack to have that little bit of harshness in the verse. Maybe that's what they're going for. I could see that. I could see that being valid. I could absolutely see that being valid. Just again, I'm not personally the biggest fan of it, but it does. If that's their thinking, if that's their reasoning, then it makes sense. It absolutely makes sense. Let's keep going here.
Wenn der letzte Sturm aufkommt, denn wo Rauch ist, ist auch Feuer. Und wo Feuer brennt, ist Tod. Dort wird Blut
Now we're back in the chorus, but her vocal style completely changed. Now she's going more, a lot more on the grit and growl. But you could still hear in the mix, though, you can still hear her melodic singing. So they just took, you know, chorus number 2, and they layered those vocals in for this final chorus. I think it might be final chorus. They may actually do, there's enough time, they may do the chorus twice. But they just layered in, they just did the old copy and paste job, you know, Control-C, Control-V, here we go. The formula for success. So they took her vocals out of the second chorus, or the first chorus, take your pick, and they put it into this third chorus and layered it. Smart. It definitely works. Makes the vocals sound very full when you do that. It feels like, when I was listening to it, I was like, at first I thought that was the bridge, but then the second part came in, I'm like, okay, that actually sounds more like a bridge than the first part. So it makes me wonder if the first part was like a pre-bridge. You don't hear too many pre-bridges. That doesn't happen too often. So that's interesting. If that's actually what they did, that's definitely interesting. It worked. It definitely worked. I like that bridge. That bridge was a nice lead into what sounds like the ending of the song. One time through or 2 times through the chorus, I'm not sure. I guess we'll have to find out. Let's get to it. Let's end this out and we'll get to the review.
Werden unsere Zukunft sein.
Yeah. This is going to be an interesting review. This is going to be a very interesting review. Let me get all of my thoughts together. I'll see you in the review and we'll talk about it. Well, there you go, folks. That was Null Positiv with Rauch Ist, Ist Auch Feuer. This was a request from Marabu and Music to See Concert Photography. Oh boy, here we go. This is going to be a really interesting review. Let me give my score first, and then you're going to see why this is such an interesting review. On a scale of 1 to 10, I'm going to give that an 8.6. Yep, 8.6. I feel good about that score. Let me tell you why.
Why?
A lot of people right now are wondering what's so interesting about getting an 8.6. That score is going to be very interesting when you hear what I'm going to say next. I didn't like it. I'm sorry. Listen, I know a lot of people are going, shaking their head going, what? No, okay. Personally, me personally, is this my cup of tea? To be honest with you, no, it's not. I really didn't enjoy the song. It's not in my wheelhouse. It's not my cup of tea. I've never been a big fan of ballads, and this one was slow. This was definitely a slow ballad style song. Personally, not up to my taste. It's just not something that I personally enjoyed. That's not a knock against the song in any way. And I'm going to explain that. I'm sure there's a ton of people right now who are really kind of scratching their heads going, if you're saying you didn't like it, then why are you giving it 8.6? Folks, there's this word in the dictionary you need to look up. It's called objectivity, okay? I look at the songs that I listen to, and I try my best to keep personal bias out of it, and I try my best to stay objective. Now, I'm human, and every once in a while, I'll slip up, and if I really hate a song, I'll let it fly. Now, look, I didn't hate it. I didn't hate this. I'm not a big fan of it. It's not something I would ever want to listen to again, in all honesty. But having said that, the song is undeniably a great song. Okay, it is. There were some great things happening in this song. First of all, let's just talk about song structure. Okay, so intro, verse, pre-chorus, chorus, verse 2, pre-chorus, chorus, pre-bridge, I believe is how it went. I'm pretty sure we had a pre-bridge, a short little pre-bridge that led into the actual bridge. And then out of the bridge, we went into the chorus 2 times through. This was a great structure. The song was very well structured, and there's no denying that. Everything made sense. All the phrasings were clear-cut. The only one I'm a little confused on is that was that an actual pre-bridge into the bridge, or was it just one long bridge that was cut into 2 parts? I'm not 100% sure, but that's the only question I had. Everything else clear-cut, well-defined, well-phrased. So that right there is pretty good. I absolutely have respect for that. Let's see what else. Let's talk about the song itself as far as a chordal flow and a chordal structure. Sounded really good. Dug it. Great key, great feel, everything smooth, everything made sense. There was never any time where I was listening to this going, I don't know if I would have done that. I don't know if that would have made sense. I don't know if it should have gone that direction. No, everything they did chordally made perfect sense. It flowed like a river, man. It really did. Never one time did the song feel awkward or off or questionable. Everything made sense, so I cannot knock it. Guitar tone, loved it. Loved the guitar tone. I do feel like in the choruses, I feel like the guitar could have come up in the mix a little bit. I do feel like the guitar was a little thin in the mix when it came to the choruses. Now, in the intro, in the verses, in the pre-chorus, everything made sense there. It was just the choruses where I felt like guitar got a little thinned out. Bass on this, you could hear it clear as day. I loved it. I loved the fact that I didn't have to go searching for it. It was right there. The picking. In the choruses, the picking made perfect sense. In the pre-choruses, the picking, it made sense. It worked. You could have gone either way. In the verses, I kind of wish he had done finger picking. I feel like if he had done finger picking, it would have been a little bit of a warmer sound, a little bit of a fuller sound, a little more appropriate for the mix with the acoustic guitar and the piano and the strings. I feel like that would have made a little more sense. However, doing the picking gives it that percussive attack. Maybe they were doing that for effect. Maybe they were doing it to give it that edge. Maybe they were doing it to give it that percussiveness. And if that is what they were aiming for, then congratulations. You know, you did it. Congrats. You mission accomplished. Me personally, I would have liked to hear it a little bit warmer. The use of the string patches, very nice, very appropriate. Same thing with the piano in the intro and in the verses. Again, very appropriate. Considering the fact that the guitar player was doing that classical fingerstyle picking that he was doing, it made perfect sense. Vocals on this. I like her style of vocals. I do. I wonder how she would sound on something a little more fast-paced, something a little more energetic, something a little more along the lines of metal than something, you know, like a ballad, you know. It sounded good. She's clearly a solid and accomplished vocalist. I like the fact that she was singing in that lower register, giving her room to move. And I like the fact that she was singing so dynamically. In the verses, much more subdued, softer, at times a little breathy for effect. In the pre-chorus, got a little stronger. And then when the end of the chorus got even stronger. So, you know, good job on her. And then the last choruses switching up to that grit and growl. Very nice. Very nice. She's got really nice tone, really good range. I wonder how much higher she can go. I'm not sure. I would have to listen to more than to find out. Listen, it's a great song. It is a great song. I really have other than those two little issues I had with the song, the bass and the guitar, and just in those couple spots, I really don't have any complaints about the song. It is a great song by definition, which is why I'm giving it the grade score of 8.6. I don't necessarily like it. I'll probably never listen to this again. Not up my wheelhouse, not my cup of tea. But no denying, it is a great song, which is why it's getting the great score of 8.6. So, 8.6, final score, I have spoken. Well, that's going to do it for this edition of Reactions, Reviews, and Rants. Hope you all enjoyed the show. Hopefully I was able to entertain you. If I was able to put a smile on your face and brighten your day, then I did my job, and I'm so glad I could do it. If you guys feel like joining the fan base, go ahead and click on that button down there. If you guys want to like the video, go ahead and like the video. If you guys want to ring the bell, go ahead and ring the bell. It honestly doesn't make any difference at all to me, but if you guys feel like doing these things, then by all means, feel free to do so. Well, that's going to do it for tonight, folks. Thank you very much for watching, and as always, this is David Heretic signing off, reminding you to stay fabulous and support each other. Later. Peace.